What's up guys, welcome to Men's Style Bargains. When you get into sneakers, it's easy to get sucked into all the hype surrounding new drops and you feel that you have to have the latest collaboration or colorway in order to have a cool pair of trainers. A lot of these releases are very limited and there's a whole community of resellers that have built up that try to buy as many of these hyped new trainers as they can in order to sell them on the resale market at a profit. So if you want to get a pair of these hype trainers, you either have to be really lucky or you have to pay a premium on the resale market. Sometimes that can be as much as 3, 4, even 5 times the retail price. But 95% of the people you meet don't care if your trainers are hyped, they don't care if they're a collaboration, they don't care if they're a Japanese import. They just take a quick look at them and either think, they're pretty cool, or they're a bit weird. Or more likely, they don't even notice them at all. So today we're going to look at 5 alternatives to hyped or popular sneakers that are easy to get, way more affordable, and I think just as cool, and in some cases maybe even cooler. So first up, we're going to have a look at a couple of alternatives to the Nike Dunks and the Nike Air Force Ones. Now I still like both these trainers, they're both cool, but let's face it, you do see them everywhere. And to get the latest Dunks, you often have to enter raffles or pay a premium on the resale market. So the first alternative we found is the good old Adidas Forum. Now the Forums have been around since the 80s. They're a classic basketball trainer. They come in low, mid and high versions, so they're an obvious alternative to the Nike Dunk. But because the Forums aren't that popular at the moment, they're really easy to find discounted. We found this Woodwood collaboration version available for only £54, which I think is about $70 US, and that was on the Hanon website. And a quick search finds loads of other colourways discounted, sometimes for as low as £40. I think this shoe's definitely due a revival. It's really cool, it fits in with the Dunk and New Balance 550 aesthetic, but even if it doesn't have a revival, who cares? It's a great trainer. And if you're the only one wearing it, then I think that makes it even cooler. Another alternative is the Reebok Club C85, which is another classic 80s trainer. This one is more of a tennis shoe and I think is a bit more of a rival to the Air Force One. It's not the same as the Air Force One, it's a bit less chunky, but it's got that minimal look going to it, and similarly to the Air Force One, I think everyone that you meet likes these shoes. They go with most outfits, they're really comfortable, and people just love them. The version we've found here is available at the End website for £60. That's reduced from £85. I have found these as low as £30 on Amazon if you're lucky. This is another shoe that could definitely become hyped again, and I think probably deserves it. Next up, New Balance. The 550 is everywhere at the moment. It seems to be the poster child of the dadwear trend. To be honest, I don't like them. I find them ugly and I just don't get it. But everyone else seems to love them, so maybe it's just me that's wrong. But if you do like them, but fancy something a little bit different or don't fancy shelling out full price, then why not try the 650? It's very similar trainer, but just in a high top version, and I think it stands out quite a lot. This white version from Seven Store is only £79, which is about $100 US, and I think it'll really stand out from all the hordes of 550s that you see. I still don't love it, but I definitely prefer it to the 550. If you've made it this far, thank you. As you're always told, leaving a like on the video really helps with the YouTube algorithm, so if you could do that, that would be wonderful. Men's Style Bargains will be producing a lot more videos over the next few weeks and months. We'll be covering more top 5s like this, we'll be doing some capsule wardrobes, covering latest trends, really whatever you can think of. So if that sounds of interest, please subscribe, and if there's any certain type of garment that you're looking to buy and you'd like us to find some bargains, then drop us a note in the comments and we'll see what we can do. We also post some of the best bargains that we find on our Twitter and Instagram channels, and we also have our website on which we'll have fairly frequent articles coming up. The links to all these are in the description below, so if that sounds of interest to you, please follow these. Now let's continue. The next hype trainer we're looking at is the Nike Cortez, which is getting a lot of love at the moment. I really like these and I can understand why they're having a revival. Now a couple of obvious alternatives would be the Nike Blazer or the Nike Killshot 2, and that these are both shoes that will style really well with casual outfits. But the alternative we've picked here is the Nike Waffle 2, which is another Nike running shoe. It's a bit different to the Cortez, but it can also be paired with casual wear quite easily. Like the Cortez, the Waffle 2 is super comfortable, but Nike have these on sale at the moment, and you can get them for about £47, which is about $60 US. I think that's about half the price of a Cortez. I think that's a really good price for a versatile everyday trainer. I could definitely see myself wearing these for trips to the shops or school pickups or things like that. Really like these trainers. And finally, we're going to have a look at an alternative to the classic Converse Chuck Taylor 70. Chucks are incredible. They never go out of fashion. There's not many trainers you can say that about. And you can sometimes find them discounted, especially if you're looking for a colourway that's not that popular. But Chucks are absolutely everywhere, and if you're looking for an alternative high-top canvas that's not quite as popular, then the two obvious alternatives we would go for would be Superga and Navesta. We've picked out the Navesta Star Dribble as a like-for-like alternative to the Chuck Taylors. They look great, and many people find them more comfortable than the Chucks. Now you can usually find these discounted. We found this pair for £42 at end, and I think they're super cool. So there we go, 5 great, affordable, non-hype trainers that you can pick up easily today. They're all linked in the description below if they're of interest. So what do you think? Would you wear any of these? Or do you have a favourite non-hype, easy to get trainer that you'd recommend? If so, I'd love to hear in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you again soon.